Hi my peeps, what's up, wagwan? Welcome back to your girl Tiana in the house. Yes. Please remember to leave me one little bit of like and subscribe for other amazing content. Now guys, I'm gonna make some meatloaf, but I'm gonna make some curry chicken meatloaf. Alright, I'm gonna use like 2 chicken breasts, alright, and some mushrooms and all of that. So let's get into this video. To start off, I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons yeast, and this is the instant yeast. 2 tablespoons of sugar. I have 1 egg. I took out the chalaza, the white part. I'm gonna put 1 teaspoon salt. For this recipe you can use half. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. You can measure. 1, 2. I have 1 cup of 2% milk. You want to put your hand in it. It's gonna be hot but not burning hot, okay? And I'm gonna pour all of it over my yeast like that, and then you just want to mix everything together. I'm going to use a little oil today instead of flour. I'll use the flour after. I'm going to put about half teaspoon of olive oil on my surface like that, and just give this a little knead, and then you're going to take it out. Okay, I'm just going to grease my hand a little bit of the olive oil, and you just want to knead it for about 7 to 10 minutes. Okay. Alright guys, I think this is it. We're gonna pour a little bit of olive oil, about half teaspoon. And you want to take your dough, you want to rub it up, spin it over, and then that's it. We're gonna let this rise. You want to cover this with a piece of cling wrap and a kitchen towel just to get the warm and the heat in, and you're going to cover it and let it rise for about 60 minutes. Alright my peeps, I have 2 chicken breasts deboned. This is what I'm going to use, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut them in really thin strips. Okay. And after you cut them that way, you just want to go and cut them in small pieces as well. Okay. And now I have a can of mushroom. You can get these one from the Dollarama, or you can use a fresh one. Okay. I have some bell peppers, some scallion and onions, and I have some seasoning right here. So let's start off. I'm gonna put about 2 teaspoons of this Maggi. Maybe a teaspoon and a half, not so much too. Teaspoon of paprika. This is my turmeric. I'm gonna put half teaspoon. About another half teaspoon of my curry powder, because I'm gonna burn some in the oil. I'm gonna burn about a teaspoon. A little bit of my ghee masala, about 1/4 teaspoon. This is my cloves. I'm gonna put like just a smidge, less than 1/4. This is my garlic paste. I'm gonna put about a teaspoon. Another teaspoon, or about another teaspoon of my ginger paste. 2 teaspoons of my blended seasoning. I will leave a link for this one. A little bit of black pepper, about 1/4. And I'm going to go in with about 2 teaspoons of this extra virgin so it can mix together. This is my thyme. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of thyme. Just mix this together. Alright, you don't have to let this sit. I'm gonna put like 2 tablespoons of olive oil, cold press. I'm gonna put my onions. 1 onion will do. And this is my green onion or scallion. I'm gonna put a teaspoon of curry. You just want this to burn in the oil a little bit. And I'm gonna pour my chicken in. Give this a little stir. We're gonna let this just fry up a little bit. Turn the stove down. Look at this goodness. Alright. Now we're gonna pour all our mushrooms and our bell peppers in. And you know the bell pepper gonna spring water, right? So you wanna stir it. I'm not gonna put any water, okay? What you wanna do now, turn down the stove low, like at 2. Alright? And you're gonna cover it. Cover it for about 15 minutes. Look at this goodness, guys. You know, it's a chicken breast easy to cook, right? Or easily cook. You see it? About a teaspoon of this cool running meat seasoning. It can take a little bit more seasoning. A little bit of salt, about 1/4 teaspoon. And that's it. Just cook the chicken breast, guys, until it's tender and everything have flavor. Alright. And I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil right here, just to grease my pizza pan. Use any baking sheet or pan of your choice. We're gonna put this aside. Can you see this, guys? Look how fluffy it is. Squeeze out any extra air bubbles. And now you're gonna need a little bit of flour, not too much. Alright, so I'm gonna cut it in the middle. One. Let's make about 8. Alright, guys, so we're making 8 from that. And now you're just gonna open it like this, and you're gonna tuck it under, spin it over and tuck it in, and you're gonna close it. Alright, and you're gonna put them here. Something like so. You need a rolling pin, put a little bit of flour. Alright, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start from the first one I made. You don't want too much flour, okay? Just a little bit. Just press it out. And you're gonna roll it. You can roll it to how thick you want it. Just roll it in a circle. And you're gonna roll it like this. Alright. And then you're gonna spin it around. And you wanna continue. Okay? Alright, so we're gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna put some here. And you want to cup with some water. You can put some milk and you're gonna wet the edge about half of it. All right, and then you're gonna take this up. You can even stretch it if you want, and you want to close it. Press down on the edge to seal it inside. You can dust your fork with some flour if you want, if it's sticking, and you're gonna seal the edges. If you really want to make it fancy and you want all the edge to be even, go in with your pizza cutter and you just smooth out the edges, just like that. Can you see this, guys? And just set it in your tray like this. All right, I'm gonna cover it for about 25-30 minutes and then I'm gonna come back. I have some milk right here. You can use whatever milk of your choice, and I'm just gonna base it so that the dough won't dry out, and give it a nice golden crust. And now, my peeps, my oven is preheating at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm gonna pop these in for a good 25 minutes to half an hour, and then I'm gonna come back. All right, it's supposed to be 8, guys, but I made 1 into 2 donuts for my daughter. So this is it. Yes. All right, guys, I have about 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and I'm just gonna brush the top lightly, not much. And that's it. You don't need more than a teaspoon, okay? That will stretch. All right, I'm gonna let these cool, but I think I want to transfer them on a wire rack, and I'm gonna let them cool, and then I'm gonna come back. Look how big they are, guys. And this is it. I use olive oil because olive oil is healthier than the regular vegetable oil. So I'm gonna let these cool down, and I'm gonna cut or break one and show you. All right, guys, I'm just gonna break one and show you. Oops. Ooh, boy, oh boy. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Ah, super soft. Woo! Yes. Look at the goodness here. Can you see it? I'm gonna let my son taste it. Guys, it tastes so good. Look at that. I take a picture already. Taste the bottom part. If it's a part look like bite mark, I don't know. Somebody's a fool. Show them where you bite off. It's good. Show them. Oh, yeah.
The curry flavor good. No, it's actually really good.
It's good. All right, guys. My son said it's good, and this one is healthier more than the patty itself. Okay. Love upon me, and I love upon you. Hot. That's good. Bye, guys.